Welcome to the last part in this series where we have been playing the 7.5 version of Farthest Frontier. Now, there is two reasons why I want to bring this series to an end. One is that we've now reached tier 4 and there's no higher levels beyond this at the moment. And what I feel is that if I carried on playing this series, which I could do because we could carry on expanding, see how big the population is, but I just not comfortable with what I've built here because this series was very much a first look learning experience, and quite a lot of the buildings, especially tier 4, is the first time I'd actually reached that point in the game, both on camera and off camera. I feel that I've made a few mistakes, and some of you guys have quite rightly pointed out that I've made some mistakes as well. So what I'd rather do is bring this series to an end and then start a new series. And I think I want to emphasize that this game will be coming back to the channel quite frequently because I find it quite a fascinating game. I'll talk a bit more about that later on. And the second reason is I'm recording this at the end of September, and October is going to be a pretty busy month for me, both from the perspective of my personal life, also from the perspective of what's coming up potentially for the channel. Because in October we've got the new update for No Man's Sky, which I certainly want to look at. We've also got a couple other games which I'm quite interested in and wanting to feature. And of course, then we got the big one at the end of the month, which is Victoria 3. Again, I want to emphasize that that isn't going to drive this game out because I have to admit, for a first release of an early access game, this has really set a very high bar, and I'm going to be very interested to see where the devs are going to take this. So we will be coming back after a short break. Possibly the next series will be triggered by an update for the game, but there's a chance we may be back before that, but it will depend on time. And just to wind this section up, I'd just like to say a big thank you for any of you who followed the channel. Also, more importantly, those of you who've taken the time to post comments, point out my mistakes and make suggestions. All comments are always appreciated, negative and positive, because I'm aware that I'm not an expert on every game. In fact, I wouldn't call myself an absolute expert on any game. I'm also aware that there's lots of players who are probably a lot better at specific games than I ever will be. So any comments and feedback are always appreciated. Now, what I want to do in this part is finish off the tier 4 building. Certainly we're going to be upgrading the barn. I'm going to do that because we needed 150 planks to do that. And I think we're just going to prioritize that because I definitely want that built in this video. And the other thing also, I just want to go around and talk about a few mechanics and also the pluses and minuses of the game, although I don't feel that there's not that many minuses. Anyway, we're just going to let the game running. As I say, my main objective of this series is to upgrade the barn, simply because I just want to know what you get if you've actually got a tier 4 barn. Now, I think we've covered all the other tier 4 buildings, and we've also got an armory here, which is also a tier 4 building. This only needs 40 planks. So, but what we need to do is get sure these planks are moved to the barn first, because that's one of the traps you can get. Is you get to the 150 there, then you turn everything on, and then the planks get stolen from somewhere else. But I really want the planks into this barn here. The way I got to 150, somebody did suggest that I had too much firewood, and that is probably accurate. But the thing that was holding back the planks was this building here, the furniture maker. He is pretty hungry with respect to making furniture. So the only way I could get to the 150 is by actually turning this off. And we're going to leave it turned off for the moment. We don't exactly have a short of money. We've also got some traders in here. What we got here. Just pause the game. Got 3 coats in there. We've got everything else. I think I'd already spent the money on another trader as well. Got a few sick people. I just want to look around and see if we can find any more buildings here. We've now got the fort up to maximum level as well. Oops, which is pretty good. I don't think this is upgradable. Let's just have a look. I don't think we can upgrade anything else. Just have a look around, and I think the stores don't go any higher either. So I think the upgrades are really associated with this here. We've upgraded the blacksmith, and we can't go any higher with the blacksmith, and of course we are making heavy weapons. I'm assuming that if we upgrade this, we'll probably be able to make plate armor or something like that. We've got the foundry, but this is also town centre tier 4. So it looks like quite a few buildings need tier 4 to upgrade, but of course we've already upgraded this foundry. This is the tier 4 foundry, and it's actually called a smeltery. Where, what's this called? So the lower tier is a foundry, and this is a smeltery, and we've got people in here really churning out the wood, the iron. Sorry, not wood. What am I talking about? We got ratties back again. I just love the rats. I think, yeah, we got rats in this area as well. What I have been noticed is the rats will go away on their own accord, actually. But what, by putting the ratter over them, it actually gets rid of them a little bit quicker. I don't think. Let me just see here. Yeah, the market square can't go up any higher. The theatre's good. Hospital. Actually, can we? I don't think we'll be able to. So the manors here are the top tier buildings at the moment. I would get. I must admit, this area now is looking quite. I could say urban. And I think, knowing what the final position is with respect to buildings, I think now, say if I was redoing this, I would. I mean, you can see you've got beginning of a square here, and I think that's what I'd be looking to curate going forward. What's up with these guys? This is just a large house. We could probably try and get some decor in here, but somebody's been. Let's have a look. See, this is 64%. Yeah, we got to get to 85 for the manor. Of course, the other thing also, you need all the extra goods like the furniture and stuff like that to get to the next tier. We need glassware and furniture. So again, like the glass factory over here, which I don't think we can upgrade, is particularly that good. Right, we've now got the things there. I think what we will do is just get a couple of people in here making furniture, woodshop furniture now, and like to do. What do we need to upgrade this? We need 50 bricks, 40 wood planks, 25. So, right, we can upgrade the armory. We're going to do that. Because I just want to confirm what I think is that we're going to be able to get plate mail from the armory. So we'll just let that build up. And I mean, we got some area here. We got a population that's kind of plateaued. I think what we got here, we got homesteads. We could, I mean, to get up to the next tier, we need 65. What we could do here is add some amenities. I think we've got the school, we've got the healer's house here, which again we could upgrade. Maybe we're oops. They just stole all the planks. Nope. So we'll just get that going as well. A villager has died of old age. Yes, thank you, game. And what we could do, back to amenities. I think we got a pub in here as well. No, I'm sure. Oh no, we didn't build the pub, did we? Because I switched it off. So what we can do is get that built. I kind of feel that what we need is another plank maker, and I think this is one of the things that I need to think about a lot more is that once you get to above tier 3, the stuff that you need is you need piles of planks. You also need iron because things like wells, which need 15 a 5 iron ore, and of course the other thing also is water replacement bonus is reduced due to the proximity of another well. Okay, so we've got 2 wells here. So if I was to we can upgrade that one, upgrade that one, upgrade bonuses, quicker water accumulation, increase water capacity. Let me just have a look at this. Okay. So we got this well is in the wrong place. Let me just remove one of these wells. Let's get irrigation. This has got a bonus of 62%. This is 49%. So let me just remove this. Whoops, nope. Don't want to. Yeah, we're actually going to relocate the building as opposed to, because we might as well, there's no point wasting it. Got a good quality well there. I think maybe we'll put one out here just to do a bit of firefighting. Actually, there's quite a nice little patch of water here, isn't it? Maybe we'll just put it on this corner here. And then we'll move that out of the way because there's no point wasting it. We've got our wagon. It tells me I put this one in the wrong way round. I don't know if he's trapped in there or whether he will come out. We're not. Well, we'll just leave him there for the moment. He's not doing anything. What's behind him? Got the arborist. So we got things are going along quite well. Just speed the game up a bit so we can get things building. Got this telling us that what we got here. What I don't think the granaries. I don't know. The granaries are nearly full. So, but that's planks again. So it comes, but always comes back to planks. I think. This doesn't need planks, so let's just get the crews on that. We got 180 bricks. Well, the only thing is we may be a bit short on iron. No, we got 18 iron, so we got that going there. And we got the new building here. So what did we get? Obviously we got more slots. Population 8 out of 8. Herd size. Let's have a look at the herd size. How far can we? Okay, the herd size can be 20. So say if obviously because we've upgraded it, we want to increase the herd size. But there's no point whacking it up to 20 because then we wouldn't get a meat supply. We don't have that much meat, so what we're going to need to do is just grow the farm out, and we can have up to 8 stockmen in here as well. It says milking enabled. No, so we need to. Upgrading has actually changed all the parameters for that. We get a bigger grading. Is that bigger? Right, we got a fodder bonus of 80% there, so we'll just put that in there. That means our cattle won't need to go so far. So yeah, I definitely think that probably upgrading the barn is better than building 2 barns. And then once you've got 1 barn at higher level, then maybe building a second or third barn would be useful. I think upgrading is quite important. So if we can get the pub in here, how much have I got in the way of beer? Got plenty of beer. got weapons, we've got a few tools. Soap seems to be an issue. I think we've got a soap maker here. And it looks like it's got 3 out of 20. So is that almost like what we haven't got is tallow. And so we do need to slaughter. I think if we slaughter cattle, we get tallow, don't we? Yep. And then of course the other one is hunting. Oh, okay, we got compost is put up. Oops, nope. %. Wow. Add compost to that. Okay, we're getting a bit stinky. Ah. Oh, looks like I may have to get some extra fields just to apply the compost to. That's 100% fertility, 99, the 64% there. Yeah, we may need some more fields. Oh no, it's the fertility isn't quite so good here. Maybe we can put in another field. How's the workers levels goes? So we are getting a bit of an issue now with respect to population. We're one short on miners, but that's okay. I think it's important not to get too obsessed about some of these going red. It depends on whether it's a key industry or not. Farmer, we got a guard. That's probably down to a tower somewhere. I have been upgrading the towers. It's struck him by smallpox. Somebody did say about upgrading the towers, but trying to think. I think this is probably the better tower to upgrade. So we'll just pop you in for an upgrade as well. And I think while we're waiting for things to be built, I'm just going to talk about the game. I must admit, I really do like this game. I especially like you zoom in. I mean, the close-in detail is fantastic, like the washing on the line here, and the wells, and I don't know, it just has a very nice feel to it, especially considering it is the first release into early access. It just feels almost. I mean, in some ways, it's got a better feel to it than games that have gone through multiple releases. Even some kind of first time release games don't have this feel. There's a bit of a gap. Oh, there's a gate there, so that's okay. Yeah, I mean, so I am very impressed by this game and what it's done, and it is going to be very interesting to see where it actually goes from here. Okay. You need bricks. I'm just going to prioritize you. I just want to get these buildings built, and I don't want the video to be too long. See, he's hunting from this area, but because what we should do is go out and this area. In fact, what I am going to do, I know it's a bit crazy, but I'm just curious to find out. That goes that way. That means that when it does something like that, and we've kind of, I think we've come this way, is stopped there. So there's the edge of the map. And I get a feeling that out here is some water. Because if you can't place the explorer flag, that means that there's a lake or something out here that's causing problems. So that's the southern edge. How are we doing over here? Going into winter, we got 15 whatever it is months of food, so we're pretty good. What are you doing? You've got this stone. You need the pub. Okay, we're just going to let the game run through the winter. So this well has now at full proximity, and there's no penalty anymore. And we can upgrade it should we want to. Yeah, I think we'll upgrade this well. Because where's that well I upgraded? Here it is. Improved wells have a higher water replenishment rate and contribute more to the desirability of the neighbouring houses. So just upgrading the wells will have an effect. And of course, we've got the usual problem of buildings starting to fall apart. Here we got a space for another guard. But we've got two women here. She's 25 and she's 16. Okay. Defending the front line from potential invaders. Let's have a look at the desirability here. 54%. You need 65. Can we get a little bit more in the way of decor in here? Whoops, what's going on? Decoration. Rotate that in. That would give us 57%. And slot that in. Put that in there. And then we get a small park just in. So we got a large park there. We just, that's not had as much effect as I thought it would. I'm just wondering. That could be 61%. It's interesting that one will give me. Okay, let's just. Actually, we got a shrine, haven't we? I think maybe if we drop a shrine in here. I think the shrines are a hint that there's religion to come in the future. Fractured. I think we'll prioritize the pub. How are we doing up here? Is the armory upgraded? Yes, it looks. Yeah, so we can make plate mail now. So that's the benefit of there. I think we got plenty of hull bucks, haven't we? We got 15 of those. So if we drop you down to 0, we'll make shields. How many shields have I got? We've got 1 shield, 15 hull bucks. No soap again. I think that's why we're getting cholera and typhoid and other things. Must admit, I'd have a look at that building there. It's pretty cool, actually. I do like it. And look at that for a nice animation there with the molten metal flowing down to the cool. Assume this would be the cooling shed. Okay, we got a new merchant. I'm ready to buy some soap if you got it. Oh, yeah, you sell me some soap, but you won't buy any soap. Well, we can sell some 440 for that. Not that we need it. And crude tools, weapons, iron. I think what I am going to do is the iron is average price, and we got a fair amount of cash, so I'm going to buy some iron that will help with the upgrades. I think because we got a few things that are being built that need it. We're obviously. Oh wow! Was that a lightning strike? That was almost coincidental. Yep, all fixed. We got somebody there stricken with smallpox and typhoid. What's the desirability now? 48, 51% with the pub. So we've got a little bit in the center here. I think if we can get the hospital, I'm gonna prioritize you. You just need gold, and we got piles of gold. So we'll get the hospital built, and then of course we could go for the big one. It's the theater, but where would we put it? We could put it there, but not really the right place for it. I think that might be a little bit of a step too far. Got 59 out. What we need to do really is just push up this area here a little bit. That would take it to 63. Put another little park on the corner there. Okay, we got raiders sighted. Where are you coming in from? Okay, the raiders are coming in from this direction this time. We got this could be fairly interesting. We've only got the one tower on this side. We're going to need to bring our troops up to defend the yeah, they're attacking from here. We've only got the one tower here, so although they are coming up round there. But the advantage with this tower is that it's encircled by walls, so they've got to fight their way through the walls. Quite happy, I must admit, this kind of quasi-combat system is pretty interesting, actually, and it does add another dimension to the game. I've got good troops here, see? So, plus they're supported by the tower. Like we lost one of our soldiers by the look of it. Or those the raiders. It's fun that they can fire through the walls. Dipsticky guys here are wasting their time. Chase them away. Come on. Where are you coming from? Right, I think what we'll do is we'll move the flag up to here. I think that's it. Turn to barracks. Did we lose any soldiers? I'm assuming that got one wounded by the look of it. I mean, if you look at these soldiers, they've all got halberds. We've got one guy with plate mail now. So I think they stood up pretty effectively. Of course, what we're going to need to do is rebuild. Rebuild. Upgrade. Because that was a little bit big. What damage did they do out here? What's up with you? Okay, they got engaged in a little bit of a battle out here. So we're probably going to lose a village that was raided. Let's see. We got 61 raiders, killed 40. Killed 44 raiders, killed 2 villagers, destroyed 8 buildings. Okay. I don't think we lost any buildings out here. Harvest resource. I mean, in some ways we need a defensive area here if we were going to go forward. I just need to move you a little bit. That may be down to about here. Cut the trees. Oh, we lost. That's okay. Good old cholera again. I'm pretty sure it's because we got no soap. Got ratties everywhere again. Oh, wait, deal with the rats. I think we could probably build that now. How's my? What's the? We got 9 out of 10 now. We need 1 more cattle, then we can start culling the cattle again. Completed the hospital. It's house of desirability now. Again, I must admit I do need to kind of work a little bit on the feeding for the desirability. So if we can get in, say, on that, we could get in that another one just there. That would take up these. So if we drop you in there, 5 new villagers were born. So we've got 1440 now. I suppose I could start a new area here, but of course we've got the compost bin here. So if I was going to expand the city, where would I go? Okay, we need a forager in there. How's our population? Yeah, we're 1 miner short, a farmer, we're a hunter short. Okay. Where's the missing hunter? Can we find it? Okay. But I've got a hunter in there. So is there a way we can find the missing hunter? I'm assuming that the missing hunter would be over here, because that's where the raiders came in. Okay, well, put the hunter in there. Got some. I don't clear, I want to harvest. Certainly would want to harvest out that stone. Of course, we never got quite round to harvesting the what we call it, building abandoned. Okay, what's going on here? What happened here then? Right, we're going to salvage the building. There's no point trying to repair it. We've lost desirable. Oh, okay. Rebuild. We lost the pub. That's what the problem is. And what we could probably do is upgrade the well as well. Because they raiders destroyed the pub. Get it built, please. Oh, quick. And then what we can do is put a in fact, I think what I'll do is not I know we got an accommodation problem, but I think we can what we got. Oh wow. Yeah, they destroyed my oh, that's That's what's causing the problem as well, is the fact we lost the market. The raider must have got in here and destroyed it. Okay. Come on, guys. I'm just going to speed the game up because I'm aware that time is pushing on, and I'd like to see how quickly these guys will rebuild this stuff here. We've got the resources. We've cleared this building here. We've got the well. We've got the pub rebuilt. And I just want to know that if we get this built, how quickly this will affect the desirability in this area. This is the first time I've lost desirability due to thing. And of course, the problem is that, and the other thing I'm also interested in to see is whether, if this is rebuilt, what level it will be when it is rebuilt. Okay, right. Need 5 more boards. Come on, get in here. Why did you drop boards there? Is that because you lost interest? Wait, I've got boards piled up here. Pick them up. And wait, you're not meant to wander off with them. Game, please. Will you get here and deliver some boards? Right, we got the boards delivered at long last. And it looks like we've got the tier 2 building back. That should, let's just have a look at the desirability now. 89%. Wow. And what's that there? Apiary. Okay. Build and stop production. Farmers are required to service this building. Why is it? Okay, what we can do is we can, let's slow the game down again. I think we're salvage out that apiary. And then we'll put another one in resource wise. Let's see. Where's the apiary? That's charcoal kilns, what am I on about? We'll put an apiary there. And then we got desirability here of 71%. I think my instinct is to, this is 94%. We just see what, if we put as a decoration in here, we've got a statue. This is too big. We can't put that on that corner there. That only adds 2%. That won't fit in there either. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put a new build at home in here. Okay. Interesting. I deleted the building from here. Okay. What we'll have to do is just put in a something quite small on this corner. Put you in about there. And then get that built. Yes, I know I'm a bit short on accommodation. What we could probably do is drop a house in over here in the low rent area. You on the edge there. Prioritize it. Got plenty of logs. What's that? What's the we got here? Okay, what's the desirability here? We've got 60% desirability in this area. If we increase desirability, I think we could upgrade that as well. Just push that up. Got rats here, but I think this is being covered. And the compost bin is full up again. Can't add two to the same location, so we're going to need more fields just to empty the compost bins. But we've got a trader coming. We've now upgraded this tower. I'm going to add... No, I shouldn't do this, but this was particularly vulnerable, and we still haven't... Oh, didn't rebuild that wall there. Rebuild. Priority, because we're getting near the raiding season. But of course, the one thing I was going to do was build this. Right, we got the new merchant in. We got lost someone from here. Right, we've got two traders, and this is going to be the last trade of the series. What we got here? Can't trade anything there. We got that's below average. I'm not interested. This is above average. So that we can wipe them out. Sell them items. This is cheese. Trader 2, what do you want? Got 82 beer, which will sell above average. Another 410. Don't really want to sell below average. Candles, we'll keep that for the moment. Not seeing anything that this guy wants to sell us. This is of any particularly good value. What we got here, we got spices above average, sand below average. We got wheat. I think we're just going to start off some. Wow. Okay, we're going to buy about 17 spices. Just add a little bit of spice to our economy. We'll look at our. Okay. Right, we've now got lots and lots of meat in here. We got some tallow and we got some pelts. So we've now got a slightly more productive. Got a saw pit here. We've solved our accommodation problem because these guys threw this up very, very quickly. We've got... So I think that's going to be it because I'm just looking around now, dealing with a few problems. Impressions, I really do love this game. I am going to be playing it a lot more. It brings back lots of very happy memories of the days when I played Banished. And Banished still remains one of my all-time favourite games because of the sheer, not just the mechanics of the game, but the aesthetic as well. Because, I think when you've got buildings like this, they've got more character than when you do a modern city builder. And I don't want you to take that negatively in the sense, because of course I play Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic as well. But I think even with Workers and Resources, there's a bit of character to the buildings, and it's one of the reasons why I don't play City Skylines as much as I used to, because although I like the mechanics of City Skylines, the aesthetic doesn't really get me, because I suppose because I can't control where the buildings are from the residential perspective. But at the same time, City Skylines still remains one of my favorite games. I just don't have enough time to play it. Is one of the problems. So yeah, I really like the aesthetics of the game and also the details as well, especially if you can zoom in. And I know there's a mod where you can actually zoom in even better, but I think even, I mean, considering this is an early access game, that detail and that zoom range is really great. I mean, look at these gardens. I mean, it's fantastic. And we've even got some flags around the marketplace. And I, as I say, I do really enjoy this game, and we will be playing it again. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it in. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you enjoyed the series. And if you do want to see more, don't and if you do want to see more, feel free to chuck it in the comments. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.